Saturday, Saturday is Tiswas Day. Saturday, Saturday, Saturday is Tiswas. Every day to miss, 'cause Saturday is Tiswas Day.
And we must succeed. Let's make sure that history never forgets the name. Enterprise. Guard out.
Our lives are different to anybody else's. That's the exciting thing. Nobody in the universe can do what we're doing.
Greenville, I am on a battle station. Anything can happen in the next half hour.
Oh, hundreds and hundreds, but don't worry. I started a very long time ago.
Calling the War Council of Gallifrey. This is the Doctor.
You might say I've been doing this all my lives.
Good luck.
Stand by.
Ready. Commencing calculations. Zoom me there.
Cross the boundaries that divide one universe from another.
Got to lock onto his coordinates.
And for my next trick, I didn't know when I was well off. All 12 of them. No, sir. Ah! All 13!
Yes, indeed, ladies and yes, indeed. Good evening, guys. Good morning. I hope you're doing well on this fine Saturday. I hope you're having a pleasant weekend. Oh, am I having a pleasant weekend? I don't think I could describe it that way. Oh, boy. I don't think I can describe it this way. Oh, man. Okay, it's been like a week. We've been at war with Iran, and like, I got 2 good nights sleep, right, without a siren. But oh, fuck me, that's not the worst of it, right? Not get it, although it's not good. It's like I've had a ton of people living here, and okay. Firstly, this room here is our safe room, right? The real, it's called Mamud, right? Out there, the rest of this floor is all built with the same density walls. So I'm like, yeah, it's all the same thing. Right, and my kids are like giving me shit now that they're not coming in here, and they got this big iron door they want to shut, and it doesn't shut properly, or apparently, I don't know, give it a try, it'll probably work somehow. Anyway, and what we do is out there is like a TV and couches, so we sit out there, but we come down at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m, right? And then if it's not Sabbath, we took the TV on, we watch the news, and then they say, all clear, we go back to bed, right? That's basically how it works. And all of a sudden, they start giving me all this shit that they're not in this room. I'm like, well, go in there if you bloody want. I'm not. I mean, listen, I'll be like, if I hear like, you know, okay, this is what an average missile attack is like for me. And ladies, I'm not talking in code. But you get a lot less of that, by the way, when you don't know when there's going to be a missile attack, a real one. and again, I'm not talking in code. Anyway, I digress. Essentially, I think first the phones make this sound go, and like it's really annoying. It's like higher pitch and quieter. It's like gets behind your eyes, and it says there might be an air raid siren in 10 minutes. Within the next 10 minutes or so, I'm like, oh. So then at that point, you gotta like do whatever shit you gotta get done before you gotta get in the shelter. Like you gotta take the dog out to go pee, take the dog out to go pee, that sort of thing. But there's a really cute video doing the rounds, going viral in Israel. I don't know how viral that means, but going viral in Israel. That somebody had like a nanny cam for their dog, and they went home, and there was a siren, and the dog ran all by itself to the safe room. Oh, so cute. Anyway, I digress. So then, also my phone makes this thing goes when one of these alerts come up. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I come downstairs. It's and then normally about 10 minutes later you get a siren. It was actually 8 minutes there. I timed it. And that's like a real World War II. I'm like, oh, mate, you're being a bit dramatic. It's been a week of this fucking shit, mate. You're being a bit dramatic. We know. Missile coming. All right, so we slept downstairs, right? And then and suddenly you hear like these overhead as the I guess the arrow interceptors try and take them out. Like, I don't get the feeling we're being targeted here in Samaria, right? We're gonna take out your what we got here? Sheep? I mean, like, really? Anyway, so and then about 10 minutes later they say, yeah, all go back a bit, whatever. Right. So to me, it doesn't feel like it's intolerably unsafe not being in this particular. I'm okay in it. It's just like, I don't want the whole world crowding in it. I mean, I'll let them do it. Obviously, do I want it to happen? No. I mean, like, I think it's best described as you remember the movie The Abyss, which is a very well constructed movie. I have to say, I'm very impressed that there was this bit in it where they talk about the liquid oxygen, right? Before you see any dead bodies, like who from drowning, and it's get you to visualize your lungs filling up with liquid, right? But so there's the liquid oxygen and saying, yeah, it's for excellent, deep diving for, and they say, yeah, anything can be. So he takes this guy's pet rat, right, and puts it inside the liquid oxygen, right? So look, it's breathing, it's fine. Give him a second to adjust. And it's fine. It says, okay, he's doing it. He's not digging it. He's doing it. That's where I am, right? Okay, but you want to? I'm not going to say no. Just don't touch anything. These are my kids, because I know I have to tell you. So anyway, so so there's been agita. Oh, and plus, yeah, it's just super. Yeah, we got this, like, they've all lived with us for a week thing. So here, there's a clip here I want to pull out from Red Dwarf. The episode Quarantine, which generally speaking is 100% accurate. Like 100, that's really where I am now. Where is it? Oh, okay. Doink. Go to the Red Dwarf folder. Oh, which one's Quarantine in? I'm going to start with season 4. Feels like a season 4. No. Camille DNA, no. Let's try season 5. Yeah, season 5. Here we go. So it's doink. There you go. Do. I like it. I love a bit of Red Dwarf. I like. Tell me what about like how like anti-Israel Vadasethu is. I'm like, well, of course he is. You know what? Yeah, what do you expect? Like, one sec. I know they're breaking out at this point. Have they been in quarantine yet? Wait. This is. Oh, wait. Here, boys. Yeah, wait. Back before this bit. When Christ is explaining the problem. So they got all spent a week together.
It's a fact that the human male needs to spend time by himself.
It is?
The most popular pastimes have always been ones that males can enjoy alone. Angling, golf, and of course the all-time #1.
It's not just humans. Look what happens when 2 male tigers are locked up together. One of them winds up on the other guy's toothpick.
Lions, tigers, scorpions, rats, even vultures when they're in captivity.
What are you saying to me? Vultures need personal space. They need, like, time alone every day to put their feet up and read What Carcass magazine.
Yes, cocksucker, we do. Yes. As it turns out, yes. Right? That's where we are. And then my other son here and his wife was also, oh, bring him on. No more. And then just everybody's like, oh, screw this. At this point, oh no. And then I don't know what my plan is as well, because Like last night, it was like 9 o'clock when Sabbath came in. We're having dinner, and I was like crying. I got to go to bed. For me, 8:30 is 11:30 now because I go to bed at 8:30 if I can, because you never know when you're going to be woken up. Like 9:30 is like 12:30. But so like last night, I ended up going to bed like 9. I crawl into bed at 9:30. I'm like crying, like bed's so good. And we had a siren at like, I woke up at, 1:30 to go pee. I'm like, no siren yet. We're doing good. Off I went to pee, and bladder empty. I'll have a little glass of water right outside my bedroom. We got this hot cold water dispenser. I love it. Love having. I don't know why. I could just go to the fridge and pour a cup of water from a bottle of water. No, I love having the dispenser. What? I don't know. But I like it's kind of on my route back to bed. Anyway, I get back in bed, go quickly, and then I'm next thing you know, 2:30, and there's a warning. We're getting a siren. And I've been like a zombie all day, right? So I ended up taking like look, Sabbath you nap a lot anyway, but like I ended up taking like a lie down bed nap this morning, which I really needed. Oh my god! And also my whole like routine's thrown off because all the synagogues are shut. Right, and I mean the prayer services at some place. I don't want to sleep over there. Oh, leave me alone. Leave me alone. That's basically my where I am in life. So anyway, I don't know how I'm doing this show. Obviously, now I'm supposed to be on at Dan's at 10. I'll start it, I think, because I'm feeling like able to. But I don't know how long I'm going because I just got to go to bed. That's the bottom line. I just got to go to bed. I have to tell you. Changing track for a second. My rewatch of Andor. I finished season 1. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. And I haven't started season 2 yet. I finished season 2 of Foundation, and it's really it's high class shit, but it's shit. Right? It's nowhere near the class of Westworld or Raised by Wolves. Right? It's high class shit, but it's shit. I mean, the best cast member is Lee Pace by a country mile. Oh, he's fantastic, right? And I like the way they kind of jump a century each season. And I think it's kind of loosely based on Foundation, but there's a lot of woke shit in it, right? There's a lot of woke shit in it. I mean, it's gonna keep going on for a few years. I see that they're like rumoring a black guy being James Bond. I'm like, why would you do that? Right? Like, at this point where you could come out of the era of woke, right? You could have survived it, right? And this is like somebody making it out of a concentration camp and getting back home to Poland to be beaten to death by the local Poles, right? Really? No, don't make James Bond black. No, don't do that. I mean, look, it's not that a black person can't be a badass spy. It's just they can't be James Bond. They're two different things, right? I mean, he can be a spy equal to James Bond. I have no problem. It can be superior to James Bond. I don't get. Well, I don't really get a big. But okay, I don't really care. But yeah, but it's just James Bond's not black. I tell you, he's like from an aristocratic ancient English family. That makes him white. It's a like that's not like no. That literally makes him white, right? Otherwise, then if he's adopted, or he's like one from the like Nigerian influx into the upper classes in the 70s, then it's a totally different character, right? I mean, like James Bond's supposed to have incredible privilege, and that's really his bottom line. That's inbuilt to him. And if he's black, then he could only be in Africa with privilege. I don't know what to tell you. It's not James Bond at that point, right? It's another character. It's a fine character. Why not just give it another name, right? And be original. Because once you're changing it, you're changing it there. But anyway, I said I haven't started my season 2 of Andor yet, which I'm looking forward to. But it's really rekindled my love of Star Wars. It's amazing how much more than The Mandalorian did, right? I guess it's because they're in this like I don't know this phase in Star Wars where they're like regrouping, and it looks like they're regrouping in a better direction than they have been. Like, I'm going to be interested in Ryan Gosling in a Star Wars movie. That seems fine, right? And I think they can probably. You can't really build. I mean, you could. Okay, could you build Star Wars back? The only way I really see them doing it, right, is if they. Okay, this will be a way in, right? Again, really enjoyed Andor. It's not like a Star Wars movie at all, right? Rogue One is like a Star Wars movie. In fact, I've recently been rewatching Revenge of the Sith, right? And I forgot how bad the dialogue was. Oh, I got to watch Star Wars if the dialogue's that bad. Because Revenge of the Sith, the dialogue is shit. I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love it. But its dialogue is shit. It really is. It's really bad. I forgot how bad that. I mean, like most other Star Wars properties aren't that bad, even the really bad ones, right? Like the dialogue in Kenobi wasn't as bad as it was in places, right? But I forgot how bad. But again, I kind of like the Dairy Do, the Star Warsness of it. I kind of like the prequels, right? I do like the prequels. So I'm giving the whole Star Wars universe like a reappraisal. So I picked up two things to read over Sabbath into the Star Wars vein. This one I didn't get to, which I think is probably the better one. It's the first in the Kieran Gillen, is that his name? Kieran Gillen Star Wars series. This was from like 2015 when they first got the license, right? And we were about to see. No, we hadn't even. They were just making Force Awakens, and everyone was very excited. It looked like an incredible new start, right? And this was gorgeous, right? Oh, the art looks so good. Like the art was just gorgeous. And again, well written. There's about 4 or 5 in this series, and it really comes together. But it's the one because it's so good. I've read it a couple of times. Inferior to it, however, I find quite interesting is this one. So this one is set like after. This one's set like after Star Wars. Yeah, this one's set between Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back, I believe, right? Right, because it culminates in a thing called Vader Down, which is quite good. Anyway, so this is set right after the Revenge of the Sith, which is why I went to read it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Artwork's not as good, but by a long chalk, right? It's about Darth Vader acquiring his Sith lightsaber and coming up with a reason why their blades are red, which I thought was quite good, right? And so he has to battle. So basically, you got to steal a kyber crystal from another Jedi and make it bleed by pouring your pain into it, right? Which I thought was a really cool idea, right? I mean that I think really works. Although you know what, it would have been great if if Anakin Skywalker blade burns opens up blue and then burns red because his anger and rage pours through it, right? And he cracks his own kyber crystal. Anyway, he make it bleed, and that's what turns the blade red. I thought that was a nice idea, right? And then he has to so he battles this like warrior Jedi that wasn't killed in Order 66 because he's been on like some meditation because he's too badass, right? For the last like 30 years, like he's doesn't want to kill anybody else or something. I don't know. And that's a good storyline. That actually really works well. And he gets the kyber crystal in the end, and he's going to, right, and makes it bleed. That's really cool. And then it introduces the Inquisitors, and I remember the Inquisitors being one of the only good things. I mean, like the real Inquisitors, not the stunning blade black woman who's angry with a gun, who's the key to everything, right? Not the one from Doctor Who, no, and not the one from Star Trek, and not the other one from Star Trek, and not the other one from Doctor Who. No, that one, right? That one. She was shit. Anyway, so they were in there. They were the best bit in there. I think Paul Grint. I can't remember the name of the actor. He's a good actor. Seen him in a bunch of stuff. I'll look it up. I feel guilty. Hang on. Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Oh, it's about more than anything else. It represents such a waste of resources and opportunity. Like you put all this together, it could have been wonderful, right? It could have been absolutely wonderful, but alas not. All right, who am I looking up? Oh yeah, the cast. Who wrote this garbage? Rupert Friend. That's it. Rupert Friend as Grand Inquisitor. Right, I like that. I thought that was very cool. So the introduce us, but it's nice. It's actually nice having a love of Star Wars like rejuvenated, right? Boy, we can tell you, genre's on his Doctor Who's been taken out, right? Genre is on its arse in a big way, right? And not only that, I can't go see 28 years later because the cinemas aren't open. I'm like, really? What am I going to do, baby? What am I going to do? Anyway, let us get to the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on, doink. Oh, going the wrong way. There you go. Easy off here. Blimey. That was supposed to be an opening 5-minute waffle before I got to the chat. No, 20 minutes. You know, you never know what could happen. Chest Street, that's what So, interesting thing, and it really is an interesting thing. Scarlett Johansson used to be gorgeous. I mean, like, really, do you think if there was this Scarlett Johansson that Jurassic Park wasn't going to bomb horribly? Right? And I'm saying it doesn't need to be this overt, right? But for God's goodness sake, she could put a fucking lipstick on, right? She could try and look hot. I mean, like, what? So she's 35, 40 now? Who gives a shit? She's still a beautiful woman. That she like sandpapers her face whenever she can. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, I mean, you don't have to look like a 19-year-old, but like, you could be 40 and attractive. I don't understand. She makes herself look as unattractive as possible. And it doesn't make us take you any more seriously, Scarlett, right? It makes us just pay less attention to you, right? You look, beautiful people have a massive advantage. People are nicer to them and pay attention to them, right? And they worry about what they need, and they want to please beautiful people. It's not your fault you're beautiful. I don't know. So we're hearing conflicting reports about 28 years later. So I guess as I can't go to cinemas here, I'll see if there's a bootleg that's out anywhere. That's good, because I actually find bootlegs, if you play them on big screen TV, they're very watchable, right? It's not that different from a cinema experience, right? So I might, because I don't want to prejudge it, right? Stephen Fry is a story I really want to get to. Not sure I'm going to get to it tonight, but I do really want to get to it. The Doctor Who shit show. Oh man! So I just heard a story that really upset me in regards to Doctor Who. Of what is Doctor Who today, which is very, very sad. Now, I don't know the full details, which I think could well be the story. But anyway, let's do the chat first. Then we'll get to it. By the way, weird thing, right? Weird thing. I was live yesterday, and this was the thought. Barada, we love you, baby. I know you're a Jew-hating Palestine supporter, but what can you do? You still got a lovely body, honey. So this did okay if we watch it live, but a lot more, like 3 times as much. It was like I took about most of that stream and put it with the review of Doctor Who magazine for this one, the pre-record, and it like this one did way better. It's so weird, but also this is true. I mean, like, look at this. It's how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people. 2 of them men, none of them masculine. Right? What's the name? Is more masculine. The chick in the wheelchair. What's her name? I'm sorry I say the chick in the wheelchair, but that's how you define yourself. Because that's why you're in this. Because you're the chick in the wheelchair. To show how inclusive Doctor Who is. Hey, wheelchair babes. Right? Isn't that how they said it in Dead Ringers? Right? And anyway, you got the Mills of Bonnie Langford. Oh, Bonnie, like, what did he even do in that episode? It was you're awful. And then Yasmin Finney is like, oh, you can't even, Conrad can't even imagine you. Yes, because there are no things as chicks with dicks, right? They're men with tits. And I get, look, that's science and that's British law. I actually have to bring an expert in to attest to that, right? Hold on a second. I do have this expert testimony. Well, here it is.
Oh, there are no chicks with dicks, Johnny. Only guys with tits.
There are no chicks with dicks, Johnny. Only guys with tits. This is what you expect from me Saturday nights, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. But no, from the twisted wreckage of What Is Doctor Who. Let's put on the video version of this. Stephen Fry, I think I might actually, if I don't get to tonight, I think might make it a major feature tomorrow. That story's like grown interestingly. What am I up to? What am I looking for? Oh, it's over here. 1 second. Doink. Here it comes. Oh, there you go. Tell you those AI engines are getting better and better. They're getting better and better. It's crazy. Oh, Scarlett, don't know what to tell you, darling. Don't know what to tell you. Other than this is really, I think, working rather well. What am I up to? Fine, I'm doing the chat. Sorry, Scarlett, you were distracting me. Scarlett and, of course, Google, whoever made this. Like, even the dinosaurs turned on. I'm like, yeah, I want to procreate with that. Don't blame me, mate. Don't blame me. Darren Emmerich, greetings for listening. How you doing? But by the way, okay, the other topic of conversation that we really got, getting into the chat, right? And this is actually like worth talking about. We'll come back in a minute, Scarlett. This is a worthy aside, okay? Even though I'm like half hour in. This is a half hour into an hour show. This is still a worthy aside, right? So my younger son, who's so cute. Oh my God, he's so besottedly in love with his wife. Oh, it's so cute, right? It really is so very, very cute. They're planning a trip to Japan, right? Well, after wartime, I guess, right? So I made a request. I said, "There's a vending machines in Japan, right, where you can get women's underwear, women's panties that have been soiled, right, for you to sniff." And then I love what him explain it in Hebrew to his wife. They're like, "Eh!" Oh, Daddy, baby, what can I do? Anyway, Scarlett, let's get to that. Don't you think so? You're not going to distract me again. No. Get thee to a nunnery. Get thee behind me, Satan. Unfortunately, in this case, I might be Satan. Darren Evans, how you doing, Darren Evans? Thank you for joining us. PD Rich is here. How you doing, PD Rich? We're up to Jonathan Cox is here. Catherine Thea is here. How are you, Catherine Thea? Pals AI Radio is here. You all here lined up like Pew Pew, Barney McGrew, Cuthbert, Devil and Grub. And that is not a diss. That is a sign of much respect in my mind. They want to do naughty things to sheep rather than wiping them out. Well, I'll tell you. They do like the sheep. Mr. Flibble's very angry. Are we back? I'll be back for Christmas. They're going to do a Christmas Red Dwarf? Really? That's exciting. Oh, so let's do it. Has anybody updated the Red Dwarf website forever? Reddwarf.co.uk, I believe. Oop, thank you. Downtime. Reddwarf.co.uk will be available for a short time. Well, how long ago was that? This was February 2022. That's not a short time. That's 3 years. That's 3 years. Are you fucking with me? Really? I'll do a Google search for Red Dwarf. That's not a short time. That means you're offline. A short time. Fuck you. Let's see if there's any... No, there's actually... It's not Red Dwarf. It's actually talking about the... what's the name is Red Dwarf? The astrological term. I'm not seeing any new. I mean, I don't know where to find Red Dwarf news now. I haven't seen any pop up. I don't know. I hope we're back for Christmas. Oh God, we could use that. One going to Gaza to show solidarity, where Hamas immediately made a political prisoner. The ended when he couldn't get Israel to give him another political prisoner. I'm not sure what we're talking about, but it sounds about right. We're going through. Dr. Alex is here. Dr. Alex, Fresh Run Time Machine audiobook. I recommend Dr. Alex's audiobooks. They are excellent. Right, he's found a real sweet spot of great literature outside of copyright with dead actors reading them, and it's really cool. James Earl Jones, I believe, is reading Conan. Right, it's really good. Oh, it's really. I heard the first chapter. It's really good. I'm looking forward to that coming out. It's really, really good. As a season 13. But again, I mean, like, we're not far away. I keep saying this for years, but we're really not far. The technology, they're actually using it in movies now. From having, his season 13 is season 12, season 13, 14, season 12, 13, 14 being fed into AI generator. And then just popping it out, right? That's assisted suicide for a franchise. Yeah, I mean, like really, it's just crazy. But you never know, right? You never know how crazy it can be. Sean Connery wasn't posh, but that was actually the point. James Bond was a posh boy who became a bit rough. That's kind of like the dichotomy at the center of it, right? And I can't remember who was it. Some of his commentary was they felt his relationship with Judi Dench's M, and her death was so great in Skyfall. Making Skyfall one of the best Bonds, which I believe it is the because Judi Dench had essentially taken over the role of a Bond girl in that movie, right? But equally, Judi Dench is a surrogate for his mother to a great extent. And all of that worked really well. Whose commentary was that? Speaking of Vader, I'll read James Earl Jones. Fine. Starts next Saturday. I'll be there. It's really good. It's really, really good. No one wants Pete Alcohol, leaves us alone. No, I'll be terrifying. What would you do with Star Wars? Oh, I'll tell you how you could like what you could do with Star Wars to save it at this point. So as I was saying, I really liked Andor, and Andor dovetails it ends a year away from what's it called again? Rogue One, which is nowhere near as good as Andor. Weird thing about watching Rogue One after you watch Andor, Rogue One is a Star Wars movie. So it's big, it's brash, it's aimed at 8-year-old boys. Right, it to a great extent. Oh, it's got that DNA built into it. The Andor isn't like that at all. Anyway, I liked it so much. I would like to do a similar show set between Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back, or Star Wars and Jedi, frankly. Right, and like 4 seasons, like 2 seasons each. I think it'll be really good. I would go 3 seasons each because I just loved it. I really loved it, but it wouldn't be Andor because he's dead. Spoiler warning, he's dead. And don't bring him back, that'd be stupid. He did say, and Diego Luna, and I do hear him 100%, up until Andor, the only jobs he could ever think of getting were drug dealers. It's a fair point he's making, right? And they're not wrong about the lack of diversity in storytelling. But it's the false diversity that's killing it. False diversity is more damaging than, lack of diversity, frankly. Right, but that's a fair point he made. Right, and he is a good actor. Right, at least he did a very good job with Andor. So I would love to see a show set between Star Wars and Empire, for example, and but then I would use that as a springboard in the background, not as major characters, but to recast Luke, Leia, and Han, which is really the only way to go at this point, right? And then have those same actors do post Jedi movies, right? That's the way to do it, right? You do a post Jedi movie, again, that's the way to bring the franchise forward because people like those characters, and you can recast Luke Skywalker. You can look honestly. the guy they cast for young Solo was good. He's a great actor. It was just a shit movie, right? So I know what I'm saying. Oh, P.D. Richards saying it's an allegory for Brexit. Oh, fuck off. And then 28 weeks later, they all ended up in Paris. Right? 28 days later now, it's great, says Palzea. Right? He's just watching it. Danny 28 weeks later, apologizing for Slumdog. He didn't apologize for his shit version of Event Horizon. I still want to see the good one. 40 minutes missing, right? That's wild. That is wild. That picture's so crap and cringe. What were we talking about? I wonder. I don't know. What picture did I pull up? Doctor has been inclusive since Stavros. Exactly. What's Stephen Fry done? Bad. Stephen Fry has said that J.K. Rowling has been radicalized by TERFs, meaning Stephen Fry has been radicalized by weirdos. Yeah, it's really sad, right? It really is very sad. Paul Tozen is here. Doing Paul Tozen. Thank you for joining us. There are 2 specials left until BBC Studios bought out UK TV. I was talking about Red Dwarf. Wow, that's a bummer. That is a bummer. Give me some Billy Bible, please. I've done plenty of Billy thumbnails. Maybe tomorrow. Okay, maybe tomorrow. Scarlett's still hot. She is still hot. I want to tell you. Something from BBC News sent to me by Darren. How can I click on that? It never lets me click on these things. Let me work this out 1 second. You just want to see the blood orgy scene, just like, oh man, I don't actually. The quick moment of it you saw on that recording was like, no, that was too much for me, right? I really don't. I'm too timid for these things, right? I'm too timid here. Let me go. If I go to the, hang on, if I go over here, the live tab, and then I click the link, should take me to this, and then I'll find Darren's comment, which I'll be able to click on. There you go. Look at me thinking. Here we go. Doink. Clicks on it. What is this? Dr. Red wants to be auctioned off. Yep. It's the end. Very sadly. I tell you, the bit of merchandise I was always saddest I never got was the Sevens Red Dwarf kit. Let me see if I can find that. Sevens Red Dwarf. It was Crichton kit, I think. Hang on, let me see. And it was such a great kit. I wish I bought this, but this was after I'd left England, right? So I kind of missed out on it. There's one picture. Oh man, they were going to do a bunch of them. Apparently, they were going to do a Rimmer one as well. Where'd it go? Where'd that picture go? Let me just find. Maybe it's too small. Hang on. So I can find it. I mean, if I ever see it on eBay, I would so pick this up. All right, I'm like at a reasonable price. Is it not downloading? Really? Yeah, 1 second. We'll do that. Save image as. That will work. That did the trick. And there's that one. And there's this one. Oh, 1 second. Just do this. 1 second. We'll go share screen. Chrome tab. Right, so this was a kit? It was over a foot tall, 30 centimeters tall, actual size, not scenery not included. Right? I wish I bought this. Right, and here's the instructions put together. Choroidal vacuum. So I can. There you go. Yeah, this is. I honestly look. I'm going to give you some advice. You see something out there that you want, get it. Then it will go. Right? It will. It will go. Genuinely, you will never see it again, or you have to pay a fortune on eBay. That's caught me many times. Right? What? Yeah, 30 centimeters. What's that in inches? I don't know, baby. like half a rabbi. Free groinal vacuum cleaner attachment, not included with regular kit. Okay. Crichton model kit, 6-part posable kit. Even fingers can be positioned. Fully illustrated instruction painting sheet and painting guide. Easy to construct, little modeling experience needed. Guaranteed virtually got it proof. Okay, trade inquiries welcome. Oh man, this thing was great. Sevens, yeah, Sevens a great company. It doesn't seem like overly complicated to put together. Yeah, they know their market. Anyway, doink. Back to you, Scarlett. We're up to date. Fine. And the Halcyon Alien kits cost a $40. Yeah, I know. They're great as well. Oh, they're so good. Right? They're so good. I've only got 20 minutes. Shit, let's just do a bit of a news round then, I guess. Goodness. Oh, Saturday nights, mate. What can I tell you? Oh, there's something I do want to cover, though. Oh, we'll probably get to it. Hang on. Share screen. Sorry, Scarlett, darling. Got to get to work, honey. You know, things got to be done. There you go. James got to explain why he moved the scene he used to promote Superman. What? Again, Josh Trent really hates this new version of Superman. It's just fair to say that. And he just not happy about it. See, this is why I'm excited about Star Wars now. Charmin O'Boyd Chinoy's Ray movie reportedly put on hold by Lucasfilm. That's very good news. That there's any update for Batman Part 2 is bad news, other than nobody fucking wants to see this. Leave us alone. James Gunn confirms DC Studio moving forward on Sergeant Rock film. That means so this was they first said it had what's his name in it. Which I should say. Daniel Craig was the last person connected to it. Speaking to Entertainment Weekly about Superman films, I was also asked about Sergeant Rock with the full with information flying in there. Could you set the record straight? I feel like we're in a pretty good place. We're moving forward, but it's not going to be what would Peter want me to say here? But it's not going to be. What does that mean? What would Peter want me to say here? So it's moving forward, but yeah, right now it wasn't exactly what I wanted, where I wanted to be creatively. So it needs to change a bit. Oh, they're still working on it. Fine. That means they put it on hold, right? They put it on hold. Who was attached to it? Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell I thought was natural casting, right? And then I heard Daniel Craig, which I saw less, but I think he's a strong actor, so he could probably bring it together. What was that? TV movie? It's so good. Batman in comics is really just not as good as it used to be. It doesn't cover anything I'm really interested in. Arrow video trailer for 4K restoration. I don't care. James Gunn denied Clayface is veering from DC goes gotcha. And that's a Batman 1/4 variants. Well, it's not like they're beneath them, is it? What else we got here? The 10 PlayStation originals we want to we want making comeback. Nah, not really. Again, this is all gaming, isn't it? Gaming and movies. Two-Man Love Star, Total Icon says stays humble about passing the torch to David Cornsweet. Well, it's not really passing the torch. There's a big difference between a TV Superman and the cinema Superman. There's a big bloody difference between that. I mean, like, it was kind of cute that before he turned out, he was out as like the weirdest perv ever. The Flash, what's his name? Turned up in the TV thing. Not Flashpoint, the Crisis. Oh, well, that was actually very nice. I thought whoever in his team told him to do that was a very good idea, right? And even though like Crisis was kind of crap, that was where I got off the Flashverse, the Arrowverse, I should say. Did Daniel bring Sergeant Rock for a role of Brainiac in Superman? Oh, that'd be cool. I don't think it must be talking about next Superman. Anyway, fine. So nothing really going on there. 20 years later goes full woke. Here's where it falls apart. I mean, again, is it a Brexit analogy? 28 hours later review. 20 years later, first hour is amazing. Rest is a disaster. I gotta see it for myself before I can't tear it apart on somebody else's word. Fan 28 days later brings 5 million for Thursday box office. That's very strong, right? Spider-Man 4 gets John Bethel as punishment, taking on a Hulk smash. What? Hulk smash is in Spider-Man? That's a very good idea. Even I can't stand what's his name. Comes from Nerdronic during an interview with the comic legend Mark Miller, who was promoting Psychic Sam. Also, is also being adapted in the movie. Miller goes on to that it was going to do big projects with DC and Marvel, but instead opted to reteam with lettering artist John Romita Jr. and he created own project. Miller says of late there's been avoiding comics reading certain types of characters. And points to how Marvel has changed the Punisher. So he came up with the idea to a similar type of character, Psychic Sam, and he said in an email, "It's Death Wish meets Minority Report." That's interesting. So discussing pop culture, Gary says that why say his last name? I can only pronounce that. The Hulk will be in Spider-Man 4, which drops on Monday. I mean, that'd be very good. I think the Hulk really fits in Spider-Man. Right, fake host Fantastic Four for Avengers Doom. Heights Fantastic Four Avengers Doomsday. What to do Avengers? Nobody gave a fuck, right? It's on Disney Plus in a week, right? No one gave a fuck. Rachel Ziegler's Snow White bombed so hard, fans waited to watch it for free. I'm kind of intrigued. I keep seeing it being plugged to me by Disney Plus. I'm like, not really, no. We got this will cover tomorrow. Star Trek Sacrilege, Star Trek hint, TOS reboot, but that no one wants. Yeah, no one wants that, mate. No one wants that. What we got here? Really? I guess it gets all these attacks, and then we'll have a look at. Yeah, we got enough time. Another Simpsons movie. Don't have a cowman. Here's why it ain't gonna happen. Okay. Series 1 reveal Mob Black. I thought that was great. Right? I think that was great. The Hunger. That's the number 13 for Tony Scott. This I think is interesting. Matthew McConaughey to play Mike Spillane and by the guy who did True Detective. I bet that's going to be really good, right? I bet it's really going to be. How did they just find Clayface? Are they doing a Batman movie now? Is this for a TV project? I don't know. Anyway, let's have a look at this. This looked hilarious to me. Maybe it's going to take too long to read now. Can't be taking too long to open up. Come on, we'll try you instead. We could do the SFX review. Yeah, so hello. Oh, hello. It's such a bad idea. Every time I look at it, I go, did they really do that? Fine, as that's not loading up. Let's do the SFX review. Would I be nervous about meeting Mel Gibson? Like, do I think he doesn't like Jews? That's a good question. I've never really thought of that. Right? I never really thought of that. I don't know. There's a. Oh, here it is. Let's see how they reviewed Doctor Who. How many? It got 4 out of 5 stars. How? So you take a drink when Belinda snaps, "Doctor, you've got to get me home." Mr. Flood shows up and says something cryptic. A god is involved somehow. A costume change set to music. Are you going to be legless by the end of the first episode? Kate Lester is due and Conor make eyes at each other. Yeah, there's no sexual attraction between them whatsoever, and neither of them can make it seem real. Belinda's never seen Dad. Awful singing is mentioned. A classic character move, classic series character move. Fuck me. You'll be drunk or your fucking ass, mate. Don't do that. You'll be vomiting in the aisles. Get Belinda home. That was a rallying cry at the start of the second and final season. We didn't know it was the final at the time, did we? Oh, Shooty Gat was second and final season. The first ever revolution sets the arc in motion, flinging rather think there's nothing into a far future and pitted against pitting her and the Doctor against some gorgeously retro bots. So that was good. I say, okay, what's bad with that is Shudi Gatwa. He's terrible as a Doctor. And Bell's Incel X. Fuck you. It's a solid open. No, it wasn't because of the Doctor and Bell's, again, and it died a death. Nobody's interested. It's a total failure. Right? The one that's immediately positioned the reluctant traveler as a different sort of companion, more a Tegan than a Sarah Jane. I mean, yeah, it did its job far better. Far better than what's the name did. Space Babies, right? Lux is another earlier high point as a duo tackle racism. So much racism in America, Miami, 1950s, racism. Right? Man's cartoon in the 1950s Florida. Brilliant realized by Effects House. I mean, all they cared about was 50s Florida, so they could have they basically could have like it looking cool and being racism. I mean, mate, it's 75 years ago. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's beyond any of our lifetimes. Brilliant realized by Effects House Rainstorm. Mr. Ring and Ding is a gorgeous evocative evocative flash from studio animated. I hate to say it, they're right? Again, you got to give credit when credit's due, or your criticism is absolutely worthless, right? That was a very expensive, right? A very, very expensive and clearly, I think, effective villain, right? I think it looked great. I think it was, it got like destroyed by being assessed by racism. White people racist. Also racist. White people racist. Racism. Right? But yeah, it looked good. Voices cynically by Alan Cumming. Yes, did a far better job than he did that Jodie episode. 100%. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in those first two episodes, right? Derailed by woke shit. The world was also strong. Another strong episode. This is probably the best of the three, right? I mean, that they opened with 3 good episodes. I forgot about this. They opened with 3 good episodes. Was good for them. Strong episode, which is the Doctor and Belinda falling in with a group of Marines on a distant world. It's quintessential creepy Who. I mean, I like the way they kind of like ended up with them as well. That was very cool. And then parachuting in with a striking guest performance by Rose Ailing Ellis. Yes. And essentially it was like, how would the entity from what's the name? Not Blink. What's the other one? Oh man, what's the name of that story? Oh man. I just have Blink in my head. It's not Blink. It's not Hush. That's Batman. Oh, look at me. I can't be bothered. I got to look it up now. Make me crazy. Doctor Who episode guide. Doing. I'm going to remember it literally a minute before I get to it. No, wrong one. Wrong season. Midnight. I didn't remember it. Midnight. No, go away. There we go. Unfortunately, Lacan starts the trend that continues until the final episode. Sidelining Belinda, that's true. Both leads only have a minimal presence in the episode, which instead focus on Ruby Millie Gibson as she struggles to adjust to post-TARDIS life. The story lays the necessary groundwork for the finale, introducing Jonah Howard King's conspiracist comrade, who apparently tells the truth, right? The evil conspiracist whose horrible plan was people should be married and happy and fulfilled, right? Yeah, I mean, are you crazy? Yeah, he was anti-queer, and it was a much better world. I hate to tell you, it was a much better world. Lack of Yasmin Finney is like wins it in of itself in my mind. In fact, honestly, The lack of all you fucking weird purple-haired nutballs makes it much better for me. Yep. But it's a murkily plotted with a twist, while surprising doesn't make a lot of sense. Exactly. It says it's a story about it understands podcasts and YouTube channels as much as Pippa Jane Baker understood connected to the internet when they had their giant terrible thing that the Valley was making was a megabyte modem. Oh, so embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. And I love how Bonnie says it was such, it really sells that line. Story Engine is the season's most striking. It's impenetrable shit. Clearly an intelligent writer. Clearly a good writer, but honestly, he should be working on his own stuff, not Doctor Who. And they forced him to the barbershop shit. Stop with that. I would love to see what his original concept was. I mean, brilliantly inventive, looked stunning, made not one lick of sense, and was shit as a Doctor. A Doctor was shit in it, as always. It's a slow, stagey place, largely talky place, largely in one room. Yeah, it's a play, but the layer script resolves more depths with multiple viewings. Yes, that's actually true. He clearly has gone into depth into each of these characters. Like, the trouble was, it wasn't a 45-minute episode of TV. It was this was a season. Or something, not Doctor Who, frankly. It didn't have to be Doctor Who. In a season unusually packed with surprise reveals, the cameo by Joe Martin's future Doctor is generally breathtaking. No, it's not. It was seen pandering. And she was the lesbian lover of, fuck off, stop with this shit. Well, the episode explanation of Doctor's experience as a black man is joyful and heartwarming. Yeah, he's lucky he wasn't raped and murdered in Nigeria, mate. Will Salmon, stop with this. Doctor Who does Eurovision in space. May sound toe curling. It was. Venezuela Song Contest is a lot of fun. No. Although Doctor Do still was in my head. Doctor Do. I mean, I can't get it out of my head. Covers the Marigold Rise to the channel to create original songs ranging from the consciously cheesy Doctor Do to the episodes reveals unexpected vindictive streak on the Doctor. He's not the Doctor. But Interstellar will chiefly be remembered for two things. A cryptic cameo from Carol Ann Fall's Doctor Susan, and a final reveal of Mrs. Flood's identity, which nobody really cared about, and Susan was just so awfully shoehorned in. Which brings us to Wish World and the Reality War, a berserk two-part finale that crams in Renegade Time Lady, the Rani, and Omega, one of the founders of Gallifrey. The intriguing first episode places Doctor and Co. in a repressively heteronormative. It wasn't repressive, it seemed like quite nice, frankly. Heteronormative alternative reality, reminiscent of WandaVision, but WandaVision was worse. The reality war fumbles the end of Belinda's arc badly, though. That's true. Gives a fine final performance, and the stinger. It's Billie Piper. It's jaw-dropping. It's not. It's jaw-droppingly bad. But it closes with this often thrilling, always fascinating, never know, and all too short era. It's short because it was shit. Bottom line, it was short because it was shit. With a bang and a slightly bewildered heart. Dr. Who's encounter with the Shriek in Lucky Day was teased in the 2024 novel by Una Conant. Could not give two shits. Could not give two shits. Really, genuinely. Teased as much as like, I don't care. Fine, I'm supposed to be on Dan's channel now. So I better go. James is here. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm back tomorrow night. Bombing raids notwithstanding. I'm back tomorrow night. So join me then at 5 o'clock. Hit the end broadcast and hit it again and say good night.